Yes.
Yes. We're grateful that you are here with us, and we want to welcome Angel Santiago.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being with us again. As always, we're grateful.
How's your new year starting off, Angel?
Oh man, it's very chill, very nice, calm, relaxed. It's good. How about y'all?
Just like
Same.
that. Just
Yeah.
like that. It's interesting thing. In the old days, we thought it was important to start in the new year with a big party and be out and making noise with people. And this year, it seemed like just important just to be quiet and let go gently of the old and move openly into the new. Yeah.
Totally. It's such a different feeling, but nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna begin this morning with our opening song, "Come Celebrate," and we'll see you back here shortly, Angel.
Thank you.
Come celebrate, gather together, come celebrate, one by one, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember we are one. Come celebrate, join in a circle, come celebrate, side by side, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember we are one. Celebrate, celebrate, come celebrate, 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 come celebrate, 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 come celebrate, yes, celebrate, celebrate, come celebrate, come celebrate, gather together, come celebrate, heart open wide, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember we are one. We are one. We are one.
So as we remember that we're here to celebrate, we also remember that we're here to honor and nurture this sacred place that we call home and Mother Earth. And we're going to do that by turning, if possible, and facing into the four directions as we chant, "O Great Spirit, Earth, Sun, Sky, Sea, you are inside and all around me." We'll do that once for each of the four directions as we physically turn and face into the four directions. And we'll begin with the east. We'll begin with the land of the rising sun, with new beginnings and the infinite possibilities that lie here with us now.
Oh, Great Spirit, Earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around.
And now we turn and face the south, the direction of the noonday sun, the direction of abundance, of well-being.
Oh, Great Spirit, Earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around.
We now turn to the west, to the direction of the setting sun, to the letting go of the past, to opening up to the mystery of what comes next.
Oh, Great Spirit, Earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around.
And then we face into the north, into the direction of midnight, the darkness and the challenges that are always present, that call us to stand firm in this present moment.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
And then finally, we turn within. We turn to the realm of spirit, to the infinite now that is unfolding within us and around us.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around.
Oh, Holy One, Holy Wonder, we open our hearts to you in this moment. We open our hearts to the all and the everything that is, that has been, that will be. We join with all of creation, with the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds, the winged ones, the ones that swim and crawl with rocks, trees, grasses, the seas, the skies, the stars, the oceans, the universe, with all of life. We affirm our oneness. We affirm we are one. Together,
We are one.
Again, we
are
are one.
one.
And for this opportunity to honor and nurture the sacred in ourselves, each other, and all of creation, for this and so much more, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
I don't know where it is, how it is where you are, but here in San Antonio, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Makes you want to say, thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Won't you sing that with me wherever you are? Affirm the beauty and wonder of this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. I said thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. I say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful love. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful love. I say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rudy.
Thank you.
Today's poem is by John O'Donohue, and the title is Somewhere. Somewhere out at the edges, the night is turning, and the waves of darkness begin to brighten the shore of dawn. The heavy dark falls back to earth, and the freed air goes wild with light. The heart fills with fresh, bright breath, and thoughts stir to give birth to color. I arise today in the name of silence, womb of the word, in the name of stillness, home of belonging, in the name of solitude, of the soul and the earth. I arise today blessed by all things, wings of breath, delight of eyes, wonder of whisper, intimacy of touch, eternity of soul, urgency of thought, miracle of health, embrace of God. May I live this day compassionate of heart and clear in word, gracious in awareness, courageous in thought, and generous in love. Somewhere. Thank you, John O'Donohue. So as we consider the breath, as he mentions, we come to our time of communal breath, of honoring this metaphysical connection that we all have as we breathe together, remembering that we are literally breathing in the same air. And we'll take 4 long, deep communal breaths. And as we inhale, I invite you not just to just breathe it in, but to literally digest the air, to mindfully and fully take it into the body. Every cell and fiber of your being. And then as you exhale, to release, to completely let go of all that is past. 2020 is gone. And to come more fully present into this precious moment. So we'll breathe, inhale on the sound of the bowl 4 times together. Finally. Truly, we are one.
Only breath, only breathing in, out, so slow. only breath, only breathing, so little to do, so much to let go. Not Christian or Jew, not Muslim, Buddhist, only breath, only love, not from the east, not from the west, only breath, only breathing in, out, slowly, only breath, only breathing, so little to do, so much to know. Only breath, only breathing. And from this place of letting go and opening, we welcome our good friend, life coach, spiritual teacher, father, son, friend, soul friend, Angel Santiago.
Hello, thank you for having me. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Zed. Hello, Celebration Circle community. I hope you're having a wonderful 2021 so far. Remember to really set your intentions, pay attention to them, and you'll manifest them. Today, we're going to talk about a concept that I've talked about before, but it's just always nice to hear it in different ways. And like I was telling Zed before we started, saying it and hearing it in different colors, right? And ourselves as the teachers of, number one, ourselves, and then as we help guide others to lead themselves, it's also good for us to hear it many, many times as well. Today, we're talking about mastering the downwave. And I'll start off with a little story. You know, there was a grandson visiting the family, and he was spending a little bit of time with his grandmother in the kitchen. And they were just talking about how things are going in his life. And he was kind of complaining that everything in his life is going wrong, you know, work, family problems, health issues, etc. And while he was talking to his grandmother, the grandma was getting ready to bake a cake. And so she asked the grandson if he was a little bit hungry and if he wanted to eat. And he said, "Of course I do." And so she offered him a little bit of the cooking oil. And he was like, "That's gross. Like, why are you giving me that?" And then, okay, then how about a little bit of the raw eggs? And he's like, "No, like, I don't want that. That's disgusting." It's like, "Well, would you like a little bit of flour then? Maybe a little bit of baking soda?" And he was like, "Again, Grandma, what are you doing? Those things are disgusting." And then the grandma said, "Yes, all of those things seem bad all by themselves. But when you put them together, they make a wonderful, delicious cake." And our life works the same way. Many times we wonder why we're going through difficult times. But when you look at them all together, when you look back at your life and you look at all those difficult moments in your life, I guarantee you they've all worked out for your highest good. Maybe at the time you didn't know it, but when you look back, they have. And so we just have to trust that we're making something wonderful with all these different ingredients, with all these different moments in our lives. I'd like to read you a quote. It says, "Life has its ups and downs. And you'll never truly appreciate the ups unless you have some downs. And that's so true. You know, a lot of times we want to only focus on the ups, and we love the ups. We welcome them with open arms and like, give me more ups, give me more ups. But the truth is, before the up, there's a down, right? And what we're hoping for is that the gap between your ups and your downs is not so big. Like the distance is not so much. We want to be able to be more in the middle, more in the neutral, where the distance between your ups and your downs is smaller, right? So life is made up of this wave cycle, the up and the down. And the truth is, we don't really have to practice too much to master the up. It's actually really easy, you know, because in the up, what things happen in the up? Well, successes, the things you want, the things you're going after, beautiful experiences, light, like all the light experiences, right? And what happens in the down? Well, difficulty, struggle, despair, suffering, you know, all the dark, right? But both of those ups and those downs are necessary and integral for you to get to where you're wanting to go. But again, everyone loves the up and want nothing to do with the down. And I want to invite you to look at those things as light and dark are not opposing forces. I know they seem like they're opposing forces, but again, they're just perspectives of who you are. They're giving you the opportunity to get to know yourself in the many ways that we're here to get to know ourselves. You know, because there's so many things that we're here to learn, and each of those, it's a perspective, and they're actually working together. They're not working against you. We want to look at the down as is something bad, something that's working against you, but it's not. It's actually working for you. If you think about a moment of failure, think about a difficult moment. I'll give you an example. Like right now, I'm dealing with challenging experiences with my ex-wife, you know, with the daughter of my mother, or the mother of my daughter. And yes, it's frustrating. And yes, it's like, why am I dealing with this, right? Like I said earlier, why are we dealing with these difficult times? But when you really think about it and you really ask yourself, okay, what is this really trying to teach me? What is this difficult time providing me with right now? And if I'm being honest with you, and I try to be as much as possible, I've been working on being less of a people pleaser. I've been working on setting more boundaries, being more assertive, being more direct, saying no, right? So this difficult times that I'm going through with my experiences with my ex-wife are providing me with the opportunity to continue to stick to my boundaries, to continue to say no, to not give in to that people pleaser. They're allowing me to continue to grow. And sure, I can complain about it all day long, and I can be like, and not believe me, I do. I have my people that I can go vent to, because that's important. Sometimes it's good to just let it out. But for the most part, once I get past that little point of venting, I'm right back into, okay, what is the opportunity that this dark time or this dark moment or this down is providing me with? And that's really, really important that we take the time to do that, because if we don't do that, we're going to stay in the complaining and then never really taking the value or the wisdom or the insight that this opportunity is giving us. Because again, they're just perspectives. Sure, I can love when everything's going great, and believe me, I do love that. But then I also have to take into consideration that there is going to be a down, and a down and an up, and a down and an up. And I have to also get the most out of that down. If not, I'm really living a half life, you know, because the perspectives are helping me find who I am in the middle. And I said this in an earlier talk when we were talking about light and dark. Just like I can get lost in the dark, and I can get lost in the light. Too much of everything is not good, because the moment I start going way too much to the light, what happens? I don't know if you've done this before, but try it at home whenever you get a chance, or maybe tonight. Turn on a lamp and get closer to the light and see the shadow that casts behind you. The shadow gets bigger the closer you get to the light. And so as I pursue the light, and if I get lost in the light, darkness is gonna come, it's gonna go, whoa, come back over here. And it's gonna try to bring me to the middle. And if I get lost too much to the dark, light is gonna come and it's go, what? Come back over here. Come back to the middle. These forces are helping you find out who you are in the middle, in that healthy balance, what the Buddha called the middle way, the neutrality, because source is neutrality. And that's where we want to be. That's where we need to be. Now, a couple of years ago, I went to San Diego to an event. I was part of a nonprofit organization for salsa dancing. They used to teach salsa dancing to veterans that came back from the war with like disabilities or missing an arm or with PTSD or something like that. And so they were helping them through salsa dancing. And I had a few friends that lived in San Diego, so I met up with them and I took the opportunity to hang out with them. And my friend was just learning how to surf. And he told me that when you're learning to surf and you finally get on top of your surfboard and you're on the wave, he says the hard thing is not necessarily, balance is hard, balancing on it. But once you balance, there's another challenge that you have to overcome. And it was that right when you get on the board and you're on the wave, there's a drop. And that's where a lot of people fall off because they can't handle that drop that happens once you get on and you finally get on that wave. And so it's into that down. And that's why I'm calling this Mastering the Downwave, because a lot of the effort that we need to put is in really changing our relationship to that down wave, to that low point, to that failure, right? A lot of us want to think that failure is the opposite of success. I've asked clients this question and they tell me that. I said, what's the opposite of success? Failure. And it's absolutely not true. Failure is a step in the direction of success. It's a step towards success. And if we don't shift our mindset with that, we're going to struggle. We're not going to want to fail. Growing up, a lot of us have been taught that failure is not an option. What do you mean failure is not an option? Every successful person that I've talked to tells me they've learned the most from their failures than they have from their successes. You know, going back to the cliche quote or the cliche story of Edison inventing the light bulb. He says he didn't fail 99 times. He figured out 99 ways of how not to do the light bulb. So for him, it was a learning experience. And time again, if you're not failing at something, if you're not making mistakes, that means you're not trying anything. And I get it. We love our comfort zone. We love to be safe. We love to be comforted. But the truth is, nothing grows in the garden of comfort. Nothing grows there. You're always going to keep doing the same, especially if we have huge goals and aspirations that we're going after. Maybe we have a dream that we're trying to achieve. Right? If you have a dream or you're trying to go after some goals, you're going to have to take some risk, because no matter what your mind is telling you, no matter how much fear comes in, you're going to have to really face those things and risk whatever it is you're fearing to get to where you want to go. And here's the deal. A lot of times we want to see the path completely laid out in front of us so that we can go and take that step. We want to know before we take the step that it's going to work out. It is impossible for you to know that. There's no way that you're going to know if it's going to work out, because there's a little thing called, you need actual evidence, real-time evidence. If what you think you're going to do, it's going to work. Think about launching a new product. When companies launch a new product, they do focus groups. They have to do little things, little steps to kind of test it out and see if it'll work. Same thing with TV shows. They do a pilot. Let's do a pilot first, see if this will work. When you submit an article to a newsletter or to a magazine, you got to do a draft. There's going to be some editing. You have a rough sketch of what you're going to do. When you paint, maybe you sketch first in pencil, then you go in full blown with the paint. You have to take the steps. You're not going to know if it's going to work if you don't start taking some kind of an action. And in that action, guess what? It's going to come with mistakes. You're going to have to make mistakes. That's the only way to get there. Here's the other thing. The path that's going to be laid out in front of you, you only maybe see the first or maybe second steps. You don't really see all of them, because there's no possible way that you can know what the third, the fourth, the fifth, the seventh step is going to be without actually taking the first one or the second one. Because guess what? Let's say you take the first step and then you're like, oh, I thought my second step was over there. And then it ends up being over there because you actually collected real-time evidence of what you need to do next. Maybe it didn't work like as you thought it was going to work. Maybe someone told you something different. Maybe source showed up in the form of creativity for you, and it gave you a better idea. But that only comes if you take the first step. And then the second step appears like magic. And then you take the second step and it's like, here comes the third step. But if you're not willing to take those steps, if you're holding on to know if it's going to work before you take the steps, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting for a long time. And I get it. I know what fear can do to you and how it holds you back. But guess what? At some point, you're going to have to take that risk. And at some point, you're going to have to say, you know what? So what if I make mistakes? They're learning. They're little stepping stones to get to where I want to go, because you get to adjust. When I'm on calls with clients and I work with entrepreneurs, I tell them, don't spend too much time on the ready, aim stage. Like when you go to the shooting range, getting ready. A lot of people want to get ready. Do I have everything I need? Do I have everything I need? And they're just getting ready. They're getting ready. They're getting ready. And then if you feel like you have everything you need and you're getting ready to aim, then you're aiming for the perfect shot, and you're waiting and you're aiming and you're aiming and you're aiming and you're aiming and you're aiming. And then you're like, nope, that's not it. It could be more perfect. It could be better. It's not just right. I need to be right on the middle. The truth is, you do want to get ready, but I want to encourage you to fire and then aim. And what I mean by that is, most people don't know this, but guess what? You get to adjust the direction of that bullet as it makes its way to the target. And that bullet is your project, your dream, your goal, whatever you're trying to go after, your relationship. You get to adjust it and you get to guide it to where it needs to go. But if you never fire, you never get there. So again, I want to encourage you to get ready, fire, and then aim. The next thing that it requires to master the downwave is patience. Patience. I was just reflecting upon my life right before the new year happened. And for 31 years, I lived my life in a certain way, with certain beliefs, with a certain mindset, with a certain approach, with certain habits and patterns of behavior. At 31, I had a catalyst moment in my life that it forced me to look at things in a different way. It forced me to go within, right? A quote unquote failure. My marriage ended, all those things that happened that come with that. I had a daughter, we had a business together. I had a quote unquote failure, right? But when I'm looking at that, 31 years of my life living that way, and I'm 40 now. So that means I've only been 9 years in this new journey. So technically, I'm only 9 years old in this journey, right? So how could I have the unrealistic expectation that I should be so far ahead in this new way of being, in this new journey, with this new goals, with this new career path, right? And I should be already so far ahead when I'm only 9 years old? We have to be patient, and we have to honor our timeline, and we have to honor our process. We're always, not always, but oftentimes we start looking around, well, look at where he's at, or look at where she's at. We're about the same age, and how come I don't have those things yet? It doesn't matter. They're on their timeline. He's on his timeline. You're on your timeline. And you have to honor and respect your timeline. And again, think in terms of actual years. When did you start changing your life for the better? When did you start thinking differently? Being perhaps more spiritual, so to speak. When did you start that? Was it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Well, think in terms of ages. If for me it was 9 years ago, I'm only 9 years old. I'm not even an adult yet in this journey. So I have to be patient, and I have to honor my timeline, and I have to trust my process. The last thing I want to talk about is when we make a plan. When we make a plan, sometimes it's like, why make a plan if things can change direction? Because a up until 7 months ago, I was getting ready to move to Puerto Rico. I had everything put in motion. I sent all my household things to Puerto Rico. I technically have moved. The only thing I needed to do was pack what I had in my suitcases and get on that plane. And plans change, right? So why make a plan? Well, the plan is really important to make because you're following it. If it's something that you truly believe in, if it's something that you truly want to do, make a plan for it and follow the plan. Take the steps. In fact, I even asked God for like a sign that to make sure that I was making the right decision. Because again, there is an element of fear. I was leaving my entire San Antonio life behind, right? And I did get the sign, and it was a confirmation that I needed to continue with my plan. And then I was 99% there, and it was like, nope, you're going this way. So why make the plan? The plan is there so you can follow it, but not so that necessarily you complete it to what you thought it needed to be. It's so that you can get to that point where God or the universe or source is going to tell you, this is really where you're going, right? So even when I asked for my confirmation, the universe said, yes, you're doing the right thing, because I needed to follow this path so that I can get to where I needed to get, so that I can continue to go where I needed to go. So the plan is necessarily not there so that you complete it 100%. It's so that you can get to that point in life where the universe is going to tell you exactly where you need to go. So again, life is made up of a wave cycle, an up and a down. The ups are really easy. You don't really have to. Well, I guess some people need to be able to be good receivers and really celebrate their ups. So that's one way that you can practice in an up. But really, it's fairly easy to open up your arms to really, really good experiences and enjoyable experience. What I'm encouraging you to do is, how do you deal with the down part of this cycle? How can you open your arms with just as much openness as you do to the up? Because you also have to remember that the good experiences, or the up ones and the down experience, are both coming from the same source, because there's only one source, and they're both coming for the same purpose. And it's to help you grow and help you get to where you're supposed to go, where you're intending to go. Okay? So with that in mind, I really want to thank you for spending a little time with me, and I hope this was helpful to you. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I'll be here to answer your questions. Thank you, and happy 2021.
Thank you for those powerful reminders, Angel. A couple of folks said there were some electronic glitches in the middle of your talk, and I would just like to point out that's part of the talk too. The glitches that happen in our lives are part of our path, and thank you for that. Those powerful stories reminding us. And as we move into a time of meditation, I invite you to join me in asking Spirit to move through you, and all the joys and sorrows, all the plans and the mistakes. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on me. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on me. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on me. Melt me, mold me. Melt me, mold me, fill me, use me. Fill me, use me. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on me.
So as we prepare for a time of meditation, I invite you to begin by simply becoming aware of where you are right here, right now, just as you are. Settle into this moment. Feel the sensations of your clothes against your skin, your skin around your organs, holding your body, your temple in place. Your body in this chair, your place in the room that you're in. And using your mind's eye, see yourself in this place. And see yourself surrounded by loving people all around you, everywhere present. And feel that in one sense you are alone, that you and you alone are having this unique experience of sitting in this chair, of wearing these clothes, of living in this body, of feeling this free flow of spirit moving through you. Yet, at the same time, you are not alone. You are always surrounded by love, by other people, people who are like you, who are here to move beyond our illusions of separation, who are here to experience our deep connections to ourselves, to each other, to spirit, to all of creation. And simply sitting, simply breathing, simply opening to the possibilities of moving into this place of connection. I invite you to breathe into the possibility of experiencing that evenness, that flow of the ups and the downs, that honoring of the dark and the light. Feel yourself opening to the possibility of feeling, of learning, of hearing, of seeing how you move into alignment with the spiritual principles that can and do attract your highest good to you right now. Feel yourself opening to that, and let every cell and fiber of your being be open to the possibility of resonating with all those people and places and circumstances that support you in becoming more of who you truly are. Free, whole, unlimited, complete, abundant beyond measure. Right now, feel this as your experience. Now. And now. And now. Spirit of the living light, we rest in this awareness. We feel this connection, knowing that only good will come of our willingness to experience and express this truth. Now, And now. And now. And so it is. And so we give thanks in all things.
In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. Give thanks for the gifts of life. The one light shines through all of creation with hands and hearts open wide. We lift our voices in celebration. In all things give thanks. Thanks, thanks. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks.
Oh, as we prepare to give thanks and give gifts, we hold our love offerings in our hands and our hearts. We speak the words, I give to you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. Together, I give to you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. So we lift up the gifts in our offering basket. We lift up the names and the situations in the prayer circle, knowing that all is well and all shall be well. For this we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Please feel free to send any names or situations into the prayer circle, and we will add them to our prayer list. You can do that at circle@celebrationcircle.org. And or you can comment here in the comment section, and we'll take that all into consideration. And we want to thank you for your donations to the circle. Thank you for those of you who supported our year-end campaign, and those who are going to support the circle with their financial resources today. You can donate on our website. You can mail a check. You can PayPal, Venmo, Zelle. I think, there's a lot of options out there for you. So we hope you'll consider one of those to help us continue to offer this unique brand of spirituality that we have to give to our community. So thank you. A few announcements.
Our birthday party's coming up.
The birthday party is coming up.
29 years.
Yes. It makes me feel old.
It makes me feel blessed to be still supporting and supported by all these folks who've been supporting all these years. Yeah.
So on January 23rd, we are having a virtual birthday party. It'll be a Saturday night from 7 to 8:30. Chuck Squire is going to be our master of ceremonies. We have some fun planned. We're have some music. The circle band's going to do a little song here one day, socially distanced, and we'll record it and share that with you. We have the great Ardini, who's going to do some card magic. We're going to have breakout rooms. We'll have toasts and tributes in one room with, let's see who's doing that one. That is Krista Delgado's hosting that one. I'll be hosting blessings and invocations in a breakout room, and then Michelle Brinkley's hosting circle stories. So we'll have that. And then Joni Brooks is going to offer us some laughter yoga. And Chris Taylor's going to do some of his wonderful music and inspirational words from Krista and Angel and Casey, and Rudy and I'll be there too. So we hope you'll join us. It's a Zoom connection, so we'll be on Zoom for this. And Michelle has created a mocktail cocktail called the Circle Sunrise, a new dawn. And it's orange juice with a splash of either tart cherry or cranberry juice, something red and vibrant, and it's like a sunrise that you can drink. So there, we're going to have a beautiful time together, and we hope you'll join us. And you can register on Zoom, and we will be sending that link out in the comments section, and it'll be on our website and on Facebook as well. Just a reminder that Wednesday night meditation happens with Angel online on Facebook. So take advantage of that midweek, 7:30 to 8 each Wednesday. And then especially exciting is next
Drum roll.
Next Sunday, January 10th, Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. is going to be with us. Many of you remember Mikey from days past, but he is the son of Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the Four Agreements. He is himself a Toltec master of transformation, and a very sweet soul. Just one of those people, I don't know.
So wise and warm
and caring and funny. And anyway.
He doesn't so much tell you about the knowledge as invite you into it in a really soft and powerful way.
Yes. So he will be here next Sunday. So we're very excited about that. And I think that is all the announcements that I have, unless somebody else wants to post an announcement on comments. So we're going to invite Angel back. Oh no, you're going to sing a song.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll invite Angel back, and we'll do "Love Is the Only Power."
Song for the new day, the new year, surrounding us both right here. Lights getting brighter on this early morning. They've been singing of the day being born. Yesterday is gone and so far behind. Get up, wake up, in a new state of mind. Get up, wake up, in a new state of mind. Shake off your sleeping and get out of bed. Take a little time to shape the thoughts in your head, 'cause a new day lies waiting. And it's something to get up, wake up, in a new state of mind. Get up, wake up, in a new state of mind. Have the ways of the world left you tired and worried? You'll never catch up by working harder and hurt. Deep down inside, you know there's another way. As you let go and let love lead you through the day. 'Cause it's a new year. It's a new year. Let go, let go, let go some more. Open up, open up, open up your door. Deep down inside, you know there's another way. As you let go and let love lead get you through the day. 'Cause it's a new year. Sing it with us here. 'Cause it's a new year. Feel it all the way through. It's a new year. Yeah, it's a new year. Yeah, it's a new year. Beautiful year. And it can bring most anything that your heart wants to do. So won't you turn up your love light, let your bright light shine. Get up, wake up in the state of mind. Get up, wake up in the state of mind. Get up, wake up in a new. Talking about a brand new. Talking about a new you. Talking about a nothing you can't do. Nothing, 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 yeah. 'Cause it's a new year. Yeah, it's a new year. Yeah, it's a new year.
It's a new year. Aren't we grateful for that?
Amen. Bye-bye 2020. Hello 2021. We are one.
We are one in 2021.
Yes, we are.
We are one. Thanks again, Angel, for your powerful reminders of who you are and what we're really here to do. I just love that I'm just a year and a half old. I love it. I got a brand new start a year and a half ago.
You're a toddler.
I'm a toddler.
Yeah.
I'm like a toddler. I'm just so excited, ready for what's next.
That's it. I love that.
I love that.
So thank you all for being with us today. Thank you, Angel. And we're going to share our song, our closing song, Love is the Only Power. And if you don't know the words, you will soon. And hope you'll sing it with us. Okay.
Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow. Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow.
I want to thank you for sharing the love with us today. And I know Maria just posted a reminder on the comments section that Dream Week is happening starting, I think, the 14th of January. And Celebration Circle is going to be a part of that with Carrie Clack speaking on January the 7th. So that'll be a nice one for us to hear from Carrie again. He's such a great spirit. So I think that's all we've got for now. I think, I don't know if Carl's got anything else to post in comments, but feels like we're done and we've got a new year ahead of us.
And we're riding the wave.
We're riding the wave.
On wave. I love that. I love that metaphor. You gotta feel willing to move down into it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, thanks again, Angel. It's always powerful in your presence, and
yes,
look forward to the next time we get to visit with you here online in Celebration Circle.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember, we love you. We bless you.
We see the light in you. Go in
peace.
Well,